Mitulara, dear friends, now our senior most comrade Alluri Manmohini, 92 years, will sing a song.
Delegate comrades, please. Every seat please be seated in your seats. Crowd is here. Balcony also is there. Please. Friends, please be seated in your seats. Balcony also is there. Now we have to start. Please be seated in your seats. Balcony also is there. No photo session either. No photo session. Balcony also is there. Please go there. Balcony also is there. Friends, వచ్చిన గెస్ట్ లో అందరూ పైకి కూడా వెళ్ళొచ్చు. బాల్కనీ ఉంది, బాల్కనీలోకి వెళ్ళొచ్చు. ఎవరి సీట్లో వాళ్ళు కూర్చోండి. కొద్దిసేపట్లో మన సభను ప్రారంభించుకుందాం. ఫొటోస్ ఆపండి, మనకు 4 రోజుల టైం ఉంది. ఫొటోస్ చాలా దిగుదాం. మన సీనియర్ లీడర్ మహిళా సంఘం వ్యవస్థాపకులు ఒకరైనటువంటి అల్లూరి మన్మోహిని గారు, అమ్మాజీ గారు వచ్చేస్తున్నారు. టైం అడగాలి కదా మరియమ్మ, నువ్వు మనది కాదు కదా డయస్. అమ్మాజీ గారు ఒక పాట పాడతారు. నేను మరియం గారిని రమ్మని కోరుతా ఉన్నాను. అమ్మాజీ గారు పాడండి.
జాతీయోధులకు జోహారులర్పించి పూలతో పూజించరావా, వీరుల పూలతో పూజించరావా. భోగాలు భాగ్యాలు త్యాగాలు గావించి, భోగాలు భాగ్యాలు త్యాగాలు గావించి, ఉరికంబముల నెక్కి ఉయ్యాలలుగిన అమరవీరులకు జాతీయోధులకు పూలతో పూజించి పూజావా, వీరుల పూలతో పూజించరావా. భోగాలు భాగ్యాలు త్యాగాలు గావించి, ఉరికంబముల నెక్కి ఉయ్యాలలుగిన అమరవీరులకు జాతీయోధులకు పూలతో.
అమ్మాజీ గారికి మనందరి తరఫున బిగ్ హ్యాండ్. మన సీనియర్ లీడర్ అమ్మాజీ గారికి మనందరి తరఫున ప్లీజ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఎవరు వాలంటీర్ కామ్రేడ్స్ అందరూ లేచి నిలబడి మన గెస్ట్లందరికీ సీట్లు ఇద్దాం. ఇక్కడ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఉంది ఫ్రంట్లో. ఫోటో సెషన్ ఆపేద్దాం. 4 రోజుల పాటు దిగుదాం. ప్లీజ్ వాలంటీర్స్, పైనకి గెస్ట్లందరినీ పైకి పంపించండి. ఫ్రెండ్స్ ప్లీజ్ ఎవరు ముందు ఉండొద్దు. సెషన్ ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. ఎవరి సీట్లలో వాళ్ళు కూర్చోండి. వాలంటీర్ కామ్రేడ్స్ ప్లీజ్ సహకరించండి. పైన బాల్కనీ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ హాల్ ఫిల్ అయింది. పైకి పంపించండి గెస్ట్లను. మీ అందరికీ రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఫ్రెండ్స్ ప్లీజ్ ఇక్కడితో ఫోటోస్ ఆపండి, పైకి వెళ్ళండి ప్లీజ్. బాల్కనీ ఇస్ దేర్. ఆఫ్టర్వర్డ్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు కమ్. प्लीज डेलीगेट्स मैं रिक्वेस्ट कर रही हूँ, ऊपर बालकनी है, उधर इनाग्रल सेशन में बैठ लीजिए. उसके बाद सब स्टेट्स के लिए हम तैयारी करेंगे. प्लीज प्लीज डोंट स्टैंड, प्लीज बी सीटेड. డోంట్ స్టాండ్. ఎవ్వరూ నిలబడద్దు, అందరూ కూర్చోవాలి. గెస్ట్లందరినీ పైకి తీసుకెళ్ళాలి. వాలంటీర్స్ గెస్ట్లకు కూర్చోవడానికి అవకాశం ఇవ్వండి. అందరినీ పైకి పంపేయండి, ఎవరు నిలబడద్దు. ఈ ఇనాగ్రల్ సెషన్ అయిన తర్వాత ఆయా రాష్ట్రాల వారీగా మేము రాష్ట్రాల పేర్లు పెడతాం, మీరు కూర్చుందరు. వీ హ్యావ్ అలాటెడ్ ద స్టేట్ నేమ్స్. ఆఫ్టర్ ద ఇనాగ్రల్ సెషన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు బి సిట్. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్, డెలిగేట్స్ ఎవరు నిలబడ్డ వాళ్ళంతా వెళ్ళాలి. స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది, ప్లీజ్ ఎవరు నిలబడద్దు, అందరూ వాళ్ళ వాళ్ళ స్థానాల్లో కూర్చోవాలి. స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది సెషన్. బయట ఉన్న మన గెస్ట్లందరినీ, ఈ ఇనాగ్రల్ సెషన్కి వచ్చిన ఆహ్వానితులందరినీ కూర్చోబెడదాం. పైన హాల్ బాల్కనీ కూడా ఖాళీగా ఉంది. ఎవ్వరూ నిలబడద్దు, ఇక్కడ ఎవరూ నిలబడద్దు, ఓన్లీ మీడియా, నథింగ్. ఇది ఫోటో సెషన్, ఇక ఆపేయండి ప్లీజ్ ప్లీజ్. అందరూ కూర్చోవాలి. అందరూ కూర్చోవాలి. స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు ఒక పాట. పాట అయిపోగానే సెషన్ ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. ఎవరు నిలబడద్దు. నిలబడ్డ ఫ్రెండ్స్కి రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను, బాల్కనీ ఉంది, బాల్కనీ ఈజ్ దేర్, ప్లీజ్ బీ సీటెడ్. ఇప్పుడు ఒక పాట, నౌ వన్ సాంగ్.
జోహార్ అమర వీరులకు, సాధిస్తాం అమర వీరుల ఆశయాలను. ఆహా, వీర నారీ చాకలైలమ్మ, నీకు విప్లవ వందనాలమ్మ. వీర నారీ చాకలైలమ్మ, నీకు విప్లవ జోహారులమ్మ. వీర నారీ చాకలైలమ్మ, నీకు విప్లవ వందనాలమ్మ. చాకలైలమ్మ, నీకు విప్లవ జోహారులమ్మ. నిన్ను ఉన్నంత వరకు నిన్ను మేము మరువలేమమ్మ. ఉన్నంత వరకు నిన్ను మేము మరువలేమమ్మ. నాటి కైసాము త్వరల దోపిడిలో తెలంగాణను బలి చేసిరంటూ వెట్టి చాకిరికి రొట్టి నిలిచిన విప్లవించిన తెగువ నీదమ్మ. వెట్టి చాకిరికి రొట్టి నిలిచిన విప్లవించిన తెగువ నీదమ్మ. వీర నారీ చాకలైలమ్మ, నీకు విప్లవ వందనాలమ్మ. వీర నారీ చాకలైలమ్మ, నీకు విప్లవ వందనాలమ్మ. నింగి నేల ఉన్నంత వరకు నిన్ను మేము మరువలేమమ్మ. ఆడపిల్ల గడపద దొత్తటి ఆంచలెన్నో ఉన్న రాజాన అక్కి పిడిగై మండినవమ్మ. తోపిడి బుద్ధి చేసినవమ్మ. అక్కి పిడిగై మండినవమ్మ. తోపిడి బుద్ధి చేసినవమ్మ. వీర నారీ చాకలైలమ్మ, నీకు విప్లవ వందనాలమ్మ. వీర నారీ చాకలైలమ్మ, నీకు విప్లవ వందనాలమ్మ. నింగి నేల ఉన్నంత వరకు నిన్ను మేము మరువలేమమ్మ. ఎట్టి చేసే కులముల ఉంటే జగ్గు తెరని చరితనిదమ్మ. కట్టుబాట్ల సాంప్రదాయాలను మట్టిలోన కలిపినవమ్మ. సాంప్రదాయాలను మట్టిలోన కలిపినవమ్మ. వీర నారీ చాకలైలమ్మ, నీకు విప్లవ వందనాలమ్మ. చాకలైలమ్మ, నీకు విప్లవ వందనాలమ్మ. నింగి నేల ఉన్నంత వరకు నిన్ను మేము మరువలేమమ్మ. ఉన్నవాడికి భూమి కావాలని భూమి రొట్టితో నడిచినవమ్మ. కమ్యూనిస్టు పార్టీ అండతో ఎర్ర జెండై వెలిగినవమ్మ.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the very interesting songs. Hello. Can we start the inaugural session? Can we have some silence, please? हम उद्घाटन सत्र शुरू करें. थोड़ा सा शांति हो तो शुरू करते हैं. हाँ जी. Okay. Respected guests who are present here for the 14th National Conference of Aidwa, सम्मान्य अतिथिगण जो यहाँ पे हमारे एडवा के 14वां अखिल भारतीय सम्मेलन के लिए उपस्थित हैं, और सभी प्रतिनिधि साथियों and all delicate friends, we have all assembled here after a nearly 1 year long process of having our conferences right from the unit level up to this national level. हम यहाँ पर एक साल भर की प्रक्रिया के बाद आज यहाँ मौजूद है. हमारी इकाई के स्तर पर सम्मेलन करते हुए यहाँ राष्ट्रीय सम्मेलन तक करीबन 50,000 इकाइयों के अंदर 26 राज्यों में 1,10,00,000 सभासद से ज्यादा के संगठन के कॉन्फ्रेंसेस कर यहाँ पे 850 प्रतिनिधि हम आए हुए हैं. After completing a detailed discussion process within nearly 50,000 units in 26 states, representing a membership of more than 1,10,00,000, we have assembled here. In this next 4 days, we will discuss about our future line of action for the next 3 years. ये 4 दिनों में हम आगे के 3 साल के लिए हमारी रणनीति क्या होगी वो हम तय करने वाले हैं. इसलिए जो माहौल आज देश में है और जो महिला आंदोलन के सामने चुनौतियां हैं उसको ध्यान में रखते हुए ये अहम जिम्मेदारी हमको सबको इस देश की पूरी महिला आंदोलन को निभानी है. कीपिंग द चैलेंजेस बिफोर अस, द पॉलिटिकल, इकोनॉमिकल, सोशल, कल्चरल, the attacks on women, to face these challenges and build a strong united women's movement is going to be our primary responsibility in the country. So with these few words, I would like to invite our national president, P.K. Srimati, to the dais, who will be presiding over the inaugural session. I would also like to invite our inaugurator. We are very happy to have you with us, ma'am. Rohini ji, please come on the dais. I would like to invite a leader who has consistently guided us and has built a good foundation of Aidwa along with lot of huge leaders all over the country. Our patron, Brindaji Karat, to the dais. I would like to invite the National General Secretary of the National Federation of Indian Women. We are happy to have you here. Nisha ji, please come to the dais. I would also like to invite the National Secretariat member of the All India Mahila Sanskritik Sangathan, Shobha ji, please come to the dais. I would also like to invite our dear friend who is very close to Aidwa and has consistently fought for the women teachers' rights in the STFI, Sanyukta ji, to please come to the dais. I would invite all the Aidwa Secretariat members, please do come to the dais. All the Aidwa Secretariat members, all of you all, please come to the dais. And I hand over the mic to our President, P.K. Srimati. Yes. 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 And I missed out a very important name. I would also like to invite our Telangana senior leader, T. Jyoti ji, please come to the dais, and also the Telangana CEC members, the CEC members of Telangana, you also please come to the dais. Thank you very much. Srimati. I think I'll sit there. I will also sit there. No, no. Shanta Sinha, the reception committee chairperson. Oh, sorry. Oh, Shanta Sinha. Yeah, you.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. రిసెప్షన్ కమిటీ చైర్పర్సన్ గారు శాంతా సిన్హా గారు వచ్చి ఉన్నారు. వారు వేదిక మీదకి రావాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం.
IPSO State Secretary Nagamani is also here. Please come on the dais. Punya, you come here. Why? Dear sisters, please be silent. I am reading our condolence resolution. Please be silent. The 14th National Conference of the All India Democratic Women's Association pays homage to and the memory of the leaders and activities of the women's and other democratic movements who passed away since 2023, who lost their lives due to Israeli attacks on innocent people of Palestine due to pandemic, during farmers' struggle and in defense of democracy and equality. We recall the contribution of these leaders and activists at a time when the movement is faced with the challenging task of confronting an authoritarian regime which has intensified its repression and exploitation of women. The conference takes pledge to carry forward their legacy and commitment. Comrade Sitaram Yechury, General Secretary of CPIM, one of the outstanding leaders of the left movement. Sitaram played a prominent role in expanding the left movement. He was one of the key persons in formation of the India bloc to fight back the right-wing forces during the parliamentary elections. His untimely death is a shocking and a great loss to the nation. Comrade Buddhadev Bhattacharya, former Chief Minister, West Bengal, he was a key person in formulating pro-people's policies. His demise is a great loss to West Bengal as well as the whole nation. Comrade V.S. Sachidanandan, veteran of the communist movement and former Chief Minister of Kerala, whose life was filled with struggles and sacrifices committed for gender equality, inspired many towards the left movement. Aidwa paid homage to Comrade N. Shankaraya, veteran leader of communist movement and freedom fighter, former President and General Secretary of the AIKS. Comrade Vasudeva Acharya, veteran parliamentarian and leader of the working class movement. Comrade Sunit Chopra, Joint Secretary of the All India Agricultural Workers Union. Comrade Madan Ghosh, senior leader of the agrarian movement and former Sabhapati of Burdwan District's Jilla Parishad. Comrade Mridul De, former leader of the student movement and prominent writer in Ganeshakti Daily. Comrade Kanai Banerjee, freedom fighter and veteran trade union leader. K.M. Tiwari, leader of working class movement in Delhi. Taunojam Maloti Leima, who organized the Kisans, students and women in Manipur. Nepal Dev Bhattacharya, former General Secretary of the Students' Federation of India and former MP. Aidwa paid tributes to Comrade Nguyen Phu Trong, General Secretary of the Communist Party of Vietnam. He dedicated his life for the nation and strictly followed the ideology and principles of President Ho Chi Minh. Chris Matlock, South African communist leader, strong fighter against apartheid. Aplam Beltej, Tunisian women's rights activist. Katujin Nisa Siraj, Singaporean women activist. Maria Mies, German sociologist and Marxist feminist. Daniel Ellsberg, academician, politician, and US military analyst, who released the Pentagon Papers related to the Vietnam War, for which he was sentenced to 115 years imprisonment. Pep Mujica, former president of Uruguay and Latin American revolutionary. Pope Franco, who stood for human rights and gender equality. Aidwa paid tributes to Sarojini Balanandan, one of the founder leaders of Aidwa in Kerala. Comrade Neelima Moitra, Aidwa leader and founder General Secretary of All India Federation of Anganwadi Workers and Helpers. Nandarani Deb Burman, pioneer of the Democratic Women's Movement in Tripura. Chandrakala Pandey, former Aidwa CEC member. Former Rajya Sabha member and editor of Samya, Meera Tamuli, former Aidwa CEC member for Assam. Preetam Kaur Virk, who was the former president of Janavadi History Sabha, Punjab. Shefali Mazumdar, Aidwa Tripura State Secretariat member. Shefali Mazumdar, Aidwa West Bengal State Secretariat member. Mahani Konar, trade union leader in West Bengal. Bharati Ben Palmer, former president, Aidwa Gujarat State Committee. Minu Saha, former joint secretary of Aidwa, Tripura State Committee and CEC member. Gauri Pal, Aidwa Tripura State Committee member and secretary of Kowai Subdivision. Jalpari Devi, Aidwa activist in Bihar. Aidwa paid its respect to those comrades who were brutally killed by the authoritarian forces, Dilip Sukladas and two other comrades who lost their lives during post-poll violence unleashed by BJP goons in Tripura. Gulab Singh, leader of the Kisan Sabha in Uttar Pradesh, who was attacked by miscreants and died due to injuries. Rajbul Haq, Roshan Ali and Mansoor Alam, who were brutally killed during the recent Panchayat elections in West Bengal. Subhash Munda, a young Adivasi leader in Jharkhand, who was brutally murdered by the land mafia. Jatin Sajid, a trade union a trade union worker, brutally killed by RSS goons in Kerala. Penchalia, killed by the drug mafia in AP. Andhra Pradesh. Junaid and Nasir, who had been kidnapped, brutally beaten and then burned alive by criminals belonging to the Bajrang Dal Gaurakshak gang operating on the border of Rajasthan and Haryana, and Arifa Jan, who was brutally murdered in Kashmir. Aidwa condoled the death of intellectuals and academicians who contributed for the development of nation. A.G. Noorani, who stood firmly for secularism and wrote volumes against Hindutva ideology. M.S. Swaminathan, pioneer of the Green Revolution. Dr. A.D. Damodaran, a renowned scientist and former director of CISR. Mohini Giri, former chairperson, National Commission for Women and founder of Guild of Service. Sarah Abubakar, who stood for women's equality and fought patriarchy through her writings and was awarded by many literacy associations. Shyam Benegal, who directed many films, exposed feudal exploitation and women's oppression. A.K. Bagchi, eminent scholar. Vivan Sundaram, one of the India's foremost creative artists who consistently championed working class interests. Shakya Jaffrey, who fought the justice for husband who was brutally killed in the Gujarat genocide. Dr. Snehalada Deshmukh, pediatric surgeon and vice chancellor of Mumbai University, who took the historic decision of writing the student's mother's name on her marks sheet and degree certificate. Shanda Bai Kamble, Marathi writer and Dalit activist, who was the first Dalit woman who wrote her autobiography. Prabir Ghosh, writer and founder of the Science and Rationalist Association. V.T. Innocent, former MP from Kerala. Sahitya Akademi Awardee, Ranjit Guha, historian and member of the World Federation of Democratic Youth. Arun Manilal Gandhi, author and grandson of Mahatma Gandhi. Ravi Pudi Venkadadri, humanist and founder of AP Rationalist Association. Devagi Nilayangod, social reformer. K. Vishwanath Reddy, leader of progressive writers movement. Dr. Chiranjeevi Kumari, educationalist, actively participated in literacy movement. Professor G.N. Sai Baba, writer and human rights activist who was imprisoned for more than 7 years on false allegations. Prabha Ben, social worker. Jahadi Ali Khan, editor-in-chief, Siast Daily in Hyderabad. Chitran Nambudripad, educationalist and founder secretary of All India Students Federation of Cochin. Professor Anil Bhatti, professor, Center of German Studies. R. Chambakar Lakshmi, historian. N.K. Jose, historian, Kerala Sahitya Akademi Awardee and popularly known as Dalit Bandhu. L. Ramadas, ex-chief of naval staff, actively advocated constitutional rights and took initiative to induct women into armed forces. Bimala Raba, human rights activist who campaigned against witch hunting and was instrumental in bringing the law for prevention and protection from witch hunting. Professor Kamala Hambana, writer, Dalit and Women's Movement, activist and awardee of Sahitya Akademi. M.D. Vasudevan Nair, progressive writer in Malayalam. Utpalendu Chakravarti, documentary filmmaker. Ratan Tata, industrialist. Shibu Soren, leader of the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. Satyapal Malik, former governor of Jammu Kashmir and Jammu Kashmir. K.K. Kochu, Dalit writer and activist. Tulsi Gowda, environmentalist. Justice Fatima Bibi, first woman judge of the Supreme Court of India. Aziz Mushabbar Mahamadi, former Chief Justice of India and Chief Champion of Minority Rights. Saeed Rafat Alam, former Chief Justice of Madhya Pradesh and Allahabad High Courts and former UP Human Rights Commission. Shanti Bhushan, eminent lawyer who stood for secular democratic rights. Aidwa pays condolences to eminent personalities of art and culture who died during the last 3 years. Yamini Krishnamurthy, classical dancer. Zakir Hussain, tabla player. Godavari Datta, prominent artist in Madhubani painting. Vani Jairam, musician. Jamuna Datt, Jamunan, B. Saroj Devi, famous film actress. K. Vishwanath, famous Telugu film director who stood firm in support of inter-caste marriage. Lalita Lajmi, painter. Kalamandalam Devagi, classical dancer. Kalamandalam Devagi, classical dancer. K. Vasu, progressive films producer. Benani Ghosh, Rabindra Sangeet artist. Geetanjali Iyer, Doordarshan's legendary voice. Krishna Veni, senior Telugu film actress. Partho Ghosh, film director. Subin Garg, a progressive Indian musician and sang in the Assamese, Bengali and Hindi language films. That's 1 minute silent. Left. Thank you.
सभी शहीद अमर रहे, सभी शहीद अमर रहे।
Dear sisters and brothers and delegates, the next agenda is welcome address. I invite Shanda Sinha, where is she? To please come and you chairperson of the reception committee, Shanda Sinha. She is the chairperson of our reception committee. I welcome her to make their welcome address.
Good morning, सभी को नमस्कार. I'll talk in English, is that okay? Yeah, okay. First of all, welcome. Welcome to each one of the delegates who have come here, representing more than 1 crore women in the country.
They want to speak in Hindi. In Hindi also.
Acha, oh my God, it's quite a challenge.
No, it's already given.
Yeah?
Translated and given to you in Hindi also.
Acha, okay. I welcome all the delegates to the National Conference of Aidwa here in Hyderabad, in the state of Telangana. And you know and we know that this is the state that has witnessed some of the most courageous and transformative struggles of women in our country. We have Mallu Swarajyam Garu's photo here and Ailamma's photo on this side, and we know how much they fought against feudal forces, against caste oppression, for land, for liberty, for freedom, and for women's rights. We remember each one of them. I will not give the names of each one of them. They run into hundreds and thousands. But we pay our homage to them, even as we pay homage to each one of those whom you have seen, heard through history in your own places. Let's remember all our heroes in our villages. In your mind, right now, I would like you to think of the relatives that you have who have fought for you to be sitting here on this chair. I would like you to think about those leaders in the villages, in the blocks, who have fought for women's rights valiantly against all forms of violence, physical, emotional, mental. I think we have to remember each one of them. No struggle is big or small. Every struggle gives us strength to sit here with us and remember each one of them. So let us, those who are here in hundreds and thousands, remember all the women who participated in bringing liberty, freedom to women, and to those who were in Aidwa, who courageously fought for us and our freedom. I'm not going to read the speech, you already have it, so I wouldn't waste my time on it. But I think I should also remember the huge anti-Arak struggle that was fought during NTR's regime, where we had Rosamma who fought, who had Mallu Swarajam, Sri Rajam Sinha, Rajalakshmi Garu, and so many, to see that there was a law that prohibited liquor. We should remember them. In fact, I also remember my sisters in Anganwadi centers, the ASHA workers who fought in the entire country not so long ago for increase in their wages. They still have a huge battle to fight. It's not enough that their wages are increased. They need security. They can't be on contract all their lives. I'm sure you agree that they have to be made permanent. They have to be given dignity. It's just not enough that they are part of the informal workforce. But again, we celebrate and give a huge clap to the ASHA workers and the Anganwadi workers who have fought. We also have to fight for those who worked in the electricity department, those who worked in the BD workers' rights, those who worked in the mills, those who worked in the factories, and there is so much more to be done. And here we stand here to say that we should all stand in solidarity with those who are struggling for the rights, give them the courage to do more, and at the same time say no to many forms of violence that is going on in the country. I would like to sort of flag at least 4 issues. One issue that I would like to flag is about women's participation in elections. We are all so proud that women are participating in very large numbers, exercising their voting rights. Nowhere in the world that we have had right to adult franchise, which included men and women, and has given us a right to vote from the time of 1950s. There are statistics that show that there are more number of women voting in many areas than men. But let me tell you, let us not fall for the bribes. Let us not fall for the 3,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees, the kind of money that is spent to buy our conscience, to buy our votes. Let us not be slaves to the kind of promises that they make. Let us question. Even as we vote, I'm not saying don't take the money. I'm saying take your 5,000 rupees, take the 4,000 rupees, but vote by your conscience. Vote for democracy. Vote for equality. Vote for justice. Do not please vote for corrupt people who are standing in the elections today. And women have a voice now. And our voice is through the ballot. And exercise that voice through the ballot for people who genuinely represent us. Here I must mention that let us not actually vote for those who in fact are for divisive forces. I don't have to tell Aidwa that. I don't have to tell Aidwa that don't vote for those who stand for hatred. I don't have to tell Aidwa that don't vote for those who stand for division of India. Please look at people, the candidates who are for secularism, who are for democracy, and question those who are for division. Question those who are for communal politics. the worst sufferers of communal politics are women. Communalism and anti-women go together. Right-wing politics and anti-women go together. Let us be aware that if we have to cherish our freedom, if we have to cherish all the gains that we have made, we have to fight right-wing. And that is the only way women can go forward. The second thing that I would like to talk to you is about the rural workforce and the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Guarantee Act that was passed, and that was actually replaced by the GRAM, it's called the GRAM Act. It has taken away the women's right to work. We know that due to the MNREGA, women gained most. 70% of those who worked through NREGA programs were women. And now that guarantee, that right to work has gone. Not just the right to work, they've stopped promising that there will be child care at the work site. They have stopped social security. They have stopped social audits. I think there has to be a national movement of women demanding the right to work, demanding that there has to be an enhanced NREGA program, and demanding annulment of this act that has been passed. Otherwise, we will have the Dalit, the Adivasi, the BC, the women who in the rural workforce, the rural proletariat suffering even more. We will have to have a discussion about MNREGA with all the 1 crore women members that we have. Critique it, question it, and see that it is restored. The next issue I would like to take up is the issue which affects all of us. In fact, it affects me as well. That is about health. Health is politics. And we will have to see that we raise the issue of women and health. It has to come to the center stage of our politics. There is no public health system in India at all. It's completely being privatized. Every research tells us that 60% of our income is spent on health. And even when we talk about health, the women's health is the last of the family. How many of you have complained that you have knee ache in the family? How many of you have complained that you have a stomach ache? How many of you have complained that you have a headache? How many of you are able to say that you're not well? That you have ill health? Somewhere women have stopped talking about health. I would say myself, I have been brought up not to make fuss about health. In fact, when we are pregnant, when you are carrying, they say, why are you making such a big fuss? Even I had some 10 babies, you can have another 12. No, you know, one must be able to talk about health in public. And one must demand for our right to health care. And one must demand that there has to be free health for all women. We suffer from anemia, we suffer from malnutrition, we suffer from ill health, and none of this we are able to combat because it costs so much. And I think we will have to have discussions about women and health, and in fact have a health policy from Aidwa that will talk about how we secure our health rights as women, and this is what I think we should do. The third thing, the fourth and the last thing I would like to talk about is education. There is still so much illiteracy in the country where women have not gone to school. There are, I know, just around here, some 5 minutes in the slums here, there are 30-year-olds who have never been to school, who are illiterates. 75 years of independence, and we still have population, especially women, who have not gone to school. They are illiterates, and this just cannot be accepted. We have to combine Aidwa work with girls' education. We cannot wait for the girls to become adults and disempowered and then fight for their rights. we will have to include girls' rights along with the rights of women and ensure that girls have full freedom, that they have a promise of education from the time that they are born till they finish post-graduation. It's not something that is not possible. It is doable. Every girl must have a right to education from KG to PG. It has to be a free education, it has to be a compulsory education, and unless that happens, I don't see how we can stand on our feet and bargain for more. Sure. So I would request that Aidwa includes girls' education. Girls' education would also mean going away from marriage. Although our child marriage rate is coming down, let me tell you, child marriage continues, especially among the poor and the marginalized communities. We cannot allow children to be married before they are 18 years of age. You know what happens to early pregnancies. You know the kind of miscarriages that these young girls have. You know the kind of health hazards that the young girls face. You know, once they are married, how there is a loss of freedom. Once they are married, a 14-year-old girl, a 15-year-old girl is subject to all forms of violence. And we have come across cases where these girls have gone through depression, insanity, and are not accepted in their neither the natal home or marital home. So I would implore that we include girls' education along with all the demands that we make. So with these four, a good, conscious voting right that will kind of combat communalism, that will combat non-secular forces, that will combat right-wing politics, and that will make us powerful and empowered. Right to work, which has been taken away, snatched away from us, we have to restore it. Right to health, which is such an important agenda, which is actually leading to impoverishment of all, and girls' education. I would think, I know there are many, many, many more issues, but I thought I should focus on these four issues for today's conference. And I wish you all the best. Power to women and solidarity to you. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear sister, our chairperson, Srimati Chanda Sinha. I invite Vikha Reddy to come the dais. Vikha Reddy, the girl who plays in the national basketball player. Where is she? From Telangana? Please come on the dais. Now I invite Comrade Sarala, Kamala, I invite Comrade Sarala to name, Jyoti. Yes, Jyoti is naming, and this is the time for facilitating our guest, including our inaugurator.
Friends, now we have to present flower bouquet, Shanta Sinha, to our chief guest Rohini. Please. Okay. Next, All India book. Okay. We will present flower bouquet to our patron Branda Karat, our State Secretary Mallu Lakshmi, and Shanta Sinha, Reception Committee Chairperson. Please give big hand. Next, MFIW All India leader Nisha Singh, our state president Arunajyoti will present the flower bouquet. Now,
महिला संगठनों की एकता जिंदाबाद, महिला संगठनों की एकता जिंदाबाद।
now All India Mahila Sanskritika Sangam AIMSS Nagamani Shobha, our state of Joint Secretary Sarala will present the flower bouquet. NFIW खत्म हो गया. TS UTF संयुक्ता, we had to give Nagamani. Okay. Aidwa. Ashalata. Ashalata is giving our flower bouquet and Mallu Swarajyam's book. Zindabad, Zindabad. Zindabad, Zindabad. Jeetenge. Okay.
Sayukta, you have to give flowers. Sayukta, you have to give flowers. What are you doing? Please allow.
Okay. Now, our Aidwa All India General Secretary. Now we are giving flower bouquet to Samyukta TSUTF senior leader Prabhavati, our Central Committee member Prabhavati, she is giving book. Yes, I announced it. TSUTF leader, I announced it. Okay. General Secretary. Okay. Now we are giving bouquet to our Aidwa All India General Secretary Mariam Davale and our All India President Srimati. Our office bearers are giving flower bouquet to them. Please, together. Zindabad Aidwa. Zindabad Aidwa. Now we are giving flower bouquet to our All India Aidwa All India President PK Srimati. Please, our office bearers all, President, Secretary and Joint Secretary Sarala and Ashalata, Prabhavati and Bharati Anuradha. Jindabad Aidwa. Long live Aidwa. Long live Aidwa. Okay friends, thank you.
Now we are going for inauguration. Our beloved and very dear sister Rohini, the famous actress all over India, is going to inaugurate our 14th National Conference in Hyderabad. She's an actor, screenwriter, not only in Telugu, she is actually, her native place is Andhra. But everybody, Kerala people, thinking that she is a Malayali. Even me, years back I was I understood that she is only a Malayali. In looking and her language, everything is just like Malayali. Years back, I came to know she is not from Kerala, she is from Andhra. She's a famous actress, screenwriter in Malayalam, Tamil and Telugu. She's an honorary president of the PWAA in Tamil Nadu. So, that is Tamil Nadu Progressive Writers, Artists and Artist Association. Honorary president. We are very proud of her. Then, not only that, she is a national recipient of National Award, Film Award. She received a National Film Award, national, in 1995. That is the, not now, 1995. But now, you look, our dear Rohini, you look, she is very young. She, the award received in 1995. Years back, she started her acting in film when she was 5 years old. 5 years old. Nearly 100 films she had performed in Malayalam. 100. You think about that. Then why can't we think that she is not a Malayali? Then she so many film in Telugu, so many film in Tamil, she acted. But these are not all we are very proud that she is with us. She is with us. She is with the progressive women movement. That is our pride. We are very proud of her. She stands for equality. She stands for women's emancipation. We stand for democracy. She stands. She is against the communalism. That is the main thing. So, we are all very happy. Aidwa, Sunder, Aidwa CEC decided that the inaugurator will be our dear Rohini. So, with great pleasure, I invite our dear Rohini to inaugurate our 14th National Aidwa National Conference in Hyderabad.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం எல்லாருக்கும் என்னுடைய வணக்கங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் என்னுடைய பிரணாமங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் I give you my love. I am part of you just because I am born as a woman, not just because of anything else from the beginning. I am really honored and I am really touched that you have invited me. You have made me stand here to inaugural this 14th National Conference of Aidwa. It is a great honor because of all the struggles, because of all the fights, our women have fought. We are sitting here and we are standing here. We are all one selected people who are able to stand here and talk. We have got the opportunity to talk. I don't think they had the opportunity to even talk. When there was no opportunity to talk, when there was no space to show your face out of that gungat, step out of the house and say, hey, I exist because I'm a human being. When there was no place to say a word against anything which has been forced on you. They talked. That is why we are here. What have they seen? All the comrades. What was their dream? What was their fight for? Have we achieved that? Not yet. But we have achieved a little bit. So we are here. The first song sung by our veteran singer who sat there, and she says, I want to sing another song for my people. She sang, so we are here. She did not stand on a dais. Mallu Swarajyam Garu, Ailamma, all these people did not have anything in their hands. But what they had was, they saw that they were being oppressed and they have to fight, and that was the light they saw. And that light is still shining on us and is still shining on many, many women who have not got an opportunity to say that we have not been taken into account. And we stand here there for them. I would like to do the usual, my pranamams to all the comrades who are sitting here and sitting in front of me, who made us what we are this day. But I would not like to go into those formal things, because I would like to talk to you a lot. I would like to say that we are here fighting for what? We are here fighting for our country. We are not fighting for ourselves. If we are saying we are fighting for the rights of women, we are fighting for the rights of women because women made this country, continues to make this country every day. Whether we are working or not working, we are working in the households. We are bringing up children. We are cooking. We are just thinking, when will this be taken? When will this responsibility be shared? I hope that they will come. But we are standing here not just talking about the issues a woman faces, because actually we are fighters from the beginning, because we have been born as women, or we have been killed in our wombs. We have not been given the chance to study. We have not been given the chance to select who we want to marry. We have not been given the chance to whether we want to bear child or not. It is my body, I decide. We were never given the chance. It's become a part of our existence. An existence of the woman is to fight every day for her rights. Be it in front with their family, be it with the society, be it with the government, be it with the policy makers. Where are we in your policies? But if you take the strongest fights, it were led by women. Women fought without even wanting that focus on them. In the freedom fighting, P. Sainath Garu, he wrote a book about the forgotten heroes. The most important thing he wrote in that book was, if there were freedom fighters fighting, continuing their fight in exile, where do you think their food came from? There were women cooking the food and sending the food to keep that light alive, to keep the man alive so that he can fight for her too, for her children, for the next generations to come. Those women were never given focus. Those women were never given an identity. Are we fighting for our identity? No. We are fighting because let us not fail. The fight we started for equality should never fail. The fight for equality has to be fought by everybody. So we are saying, we are there with you, all of us go together and we make our dream come true, our heroes' dreams come true. One day my son went to the school and they asked him, who's your hero? He said, my mom. Why heroes are only men? No. I'm his hero. So, we are here at a very, very important time the whole nation is facing. We are facing all the oppression. We are facing so much of brainwashing, so much of lies being made as movies and lies being told to the people, to the youngsters more importantly, the youngsters who have not known the struggle for freedom or not known the struggle for equality, we have put into our workers. They are made to believe all lies. This is a very, very important time, comrades. Whatever is said in our preamble, each and every word is being challenged. Justice to all. Justice to every religion, whoever comes from, every gender, no matter. Tamil, there is a beautiful word called Pirappokkum. If one takes a birth, they are worthy of living with every right. If we have taken a birth, just because where we have been born, in which religion or which caste and which place, in a poor family, that is deciding our fate. That is why the great Ambedkar has come with this constituency. But every word in that preamble is being challenged, trying to be changed in practicality. On records, everything is accepted. Just like on record, all the women also have equal rights in their father's money. But in reality, are we getting that? We don't get equal rights. So it is on the paper. We have to again fight, we have to go to court and say that, hey, I am a daughter of my father and I have to get 50% of his earnings or his savings. So just like that. So it starts from what we are doing to the less powerful. It starts from a household. If we are not doing what is necessary to do for establishing equality for everybody, then we come out in the streets and say that we are fighting for equality does not have any meaning. So this is what. So here we are saying women are equal, but we will not pay you equal salary. We will not give you equal money from the father. We will not let you take the same kind of jobs, the same kind of studies, opportunity to study. But we still say that we treat you equally. So that is where we have to change. So the change has to happen in your household to the women. You start showing that change to your women, be it your mother, your sister, your daughter, your wife. Do that to your women first. You will automatically become a person who is doing all that you have been talking. We practice what we preach. So it also is not just a man I am talking about. It is the mentality of a man in a woman also we have to combat. The mentality of the power, just like what we say. A person may not come from the upper caste, but they will have the mentality, mindset of the upper caste, and they practice it when the powerless cannot say anything, does not have a way to ask for his or her rights. So the mentality of the power is what we are struggling with these days. How do we change that? We change that only by keep talking and sensitize and fight for our rights and read and write. What is my Mallam Swarajyan Garu? She said, when I did not have any weapon, I took the chili powder and took it. Anything I got was my weapon, she said. So what is my weapon? My craft. My art is my weapon. Because I am trained. Writers, artists, performers are the most important part of any struggle. So we are here saying that we take your words to the world. We take your words to the people who are losing hope. We take your words to the people who are standing and saying, you don't belong to this place. So everybody has their own, they have to find their own weapon. Like a very famous saying says, the opposite person only decides what weapon you take. Maybe that is right, but we are trained in some areas of discipline of life. We are lawyers, writers, doctors, teachers, bankers, and just no other job but a housewife also. So we take a weapon which belongs to us. But the weapon has to be, the most important weapon is your mind. What are we putting into the mind? What is the whole narration is set up so that the mind is turned into something else. All of us have this thinking mind, that mind which says, no, I will not sit back and see. I will not sit back and be silent. That is why, comrades, you are all here, whoever are there in every household, all comrades have said at one point of their time, said, we are not going to sit here silently and see what is happening to others. That came from where? It was a thought. Like God was just a thought of somebody at one point of time. It was the greatest idea. The idea has been built, supporting so many things, because every human being feels weak at one point, and the human being wants some support. So like Marx said, if you are saying...
Before concluding your speech, you will speak a few minutes in Telugu.
Telugu, yeah. Marx said, okay, we are against people who believe in God. Take that idea, that support a person who does not have any means to support herself or himself, has only one support, thinking that, oh, if I pray, this will become all right. I will get food for my children next day if I pray. You correct the situation there and take away that prayer from a person. You correct the situation, work for the situation, make the change. That a person is kneeling and praying for the next morsel of food for his family. You change that and then take away whatever. That is what I believe in. You believe in whichever power you want to believe, because I have not walked in your shoes, so I do not know what is your problem. What are your tears for? I will not take away that one, but I want to wipe away those tears in a way which is possible. So we work for that. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినప్పుడు మీ అందరితోనూ మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు నా మాతృభాష తెలుగు, నన్ను పెంచినది తమిళ్. ఎందుకంటే నేను ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి ఇట్లా మాట్లాడుతున్నానంటే నా మైండ్ని ఈ ఒక పెద్ద ఆయుధంగా నన్ను మలిచింది అంటే మా తమిళనాడు. అంటే ఇక్కడున్నుంటే మన తెలుగు తల్లులు నన్ను ఇట్లాగే మలిచేవారు, అక్కడున్న తమిళ తల్లులు నన్ను మలిచారు. కానీ నాకు అదే టైంలోనూ నేను ఒక ఆర్టిస్ట్గా ఇలాంటి ఆర్టిస్ట్ అవ్వడానికి, ఈరోజు ప్రతి వాళ్ళు నన్ను చూస్తున్నప్పుడు అంటారు, మీరు మా కుటుంబంలో ఒక్కళ్ళలాగా ఉంటారు మీ సినిమా చూస్తుంటే అని. నాకు చాలా సంతోషం అనిపిస్తుంది. అలాంటి ఒక ఆర్టిస్ట్గా నన్ను మలిచింది మలయాళం సినిమా, మలయాళీస్. ఇక్కడ అలా అనుకుంటే భాష కాదు, ఏ ప్రాంతం అని కాదు, మనం ఇక్కడ కూర్చుని ఈ లోకంలో ఉన్న ప్రతి మనిషి కోసం మనం మాట్లాడుతున్నాము అనేది మాత్రమే. We speak for every human being who is born and who is worthy enough to live a dignified life. வாசுகி தோழரோடு வந்த உடனே நான் சொன்னேன், மைக்கை பார்த்தா தமிழ் தான் தோழர் வருது எனக்கு. అంటే మైక్ చూస్తే తమిళే వస్తుంది, ఎందుకంటే ఇలాంటి మైక్ నాకు ఇచ్చింది తమిళనాడు ఎక్కువగా ఇచ్చింది. యాక్షన్ అంటే తెలుగులో మాట్లాడతానేమో ఎక్కువగా. భాష కాదు, ప్రాంతం కాదు, కలర్ కాదు, మతం కాదు, మన జాతి కాదు, మనమందరం మొత్తం లోకం కోసం పోరాడుతున్నాం అనేది మాత్రం మన మనసులోనే పెట్టుకుని వెళ్ళాలి అన్నదే చాలా ముఖ్యమైన ఒక వార్త. అది నేను చెప్పినట్టు చిన్నపిల్లలతో మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు అన్నారన్నమాట. వాళ్ళు ఏమన్నారంటే, వాళ్ళ స్ట్రగుల్స్లో వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు, సమాజం పైన చూడడానికి, సమాజం వైపు చూడడానికి ఒకటి వాళ్ళకి టైం ఉండటం లేదు, లేకపోతే వాళ్ళకి దానికి అవసరం ఉండటం లేదు అని చెప్పి. కానీ ఎవ్రీ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ ఏదో ఒక టైంలోనూ దే విల్ ఫేస్ సమ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ అప్రెషన్. ఆ ఆపరేషన్ని ఫైట్ చేయడానికి మీరు వాళ్ళకి ఒక త్రోవ ముందుగానే చూపించండి. ఆ త్రోవ ఎట్లా చూపిస్తున్నారు అనేది ఒక పుస్తకం ద్వారా కావచ్చు, ఒక పాట ద్వారా కావచ్చు, లేకపోతే వాళ్ళు ఏ జాబ్ చేయాలి అన్నది ఎంచుకునే ఒక దారి ద్వారా కావచ్చు. మనం ఎక్కడున్నా ఇంకొకళ్ళ కోసం ఆలోచించే ఒక మైండ్ని మాత్రం